what was just said feels very much like what is felt.
Yes, what was said feels very much like what is being experienced.
The sense, something you said yesterday, this sense of the longing of the self or self just feels very strong and very present. And then the parade comes, this idea of perhaps I should buy a house. And I start in with all this story, just stuff about that seems really complicated and story-like and seems to distract, and yet it's something wearing. There's a sense that it is something wearing down. And it's not that the other goes away, but it's just so distractive and so...
What about right now?
Right now I can feel both of those things. I mean, basically I know it's about stay with me. And so that's really big, but the mind comes in, it comes in, it comes in.
So, the words that came out of my mouth, or what about now, and the words that came out of your mouth was, I can feel both of those things. But the truth is that now is not attached to the past. So the response had nothing to do with what is now. The response had to do with the past. That then can project the future. But the question is, what about now? What about what is eternally now and has nothing to do with any particular thing? What about now?
It's just this. That's what the Master says.
Is there a potential house in now?
No.
No. Are there two worlds?
No.
No.
Pretty simple.
Pretty simple. There is no such thing as the past. You can never find it. It is a habit that generates a habit of the future, which causes all of this busyness and the appearance of someone that maybe should buy a house. But as soon as what is not here is recognized truly to not be here, namely the past which can never be found, along with its revelation, there is no past, is the revelation there is no one. And then the machinery begins to slow down. It was Ramana's main dilemma whether to buy a house. It would pull him out all the time. just now. Just this, not the fleeting phenomena that is actually occurring in the past. Do you understand when I speak that phenomena is occurring in the past, when I'm saying?
I think I do.
You know, sweetie, it leads me to this topic that was touched on last night about choice. There is a belief of choice because of the habit of the past. But when the habit of the past is released, where is choice? Movement occurs, but it is carried just like the wind is carried. There is this wisdom that is ordaining everything perceived just to let it do its job and leave it alone. And then it all becomes this living miracle. And the discovery, the taste has been deep enough to know the truth of what is being spoken.